Nothing. Alright, so we got to this trail 75%. Hit this segment. Average speed 12 miles per hour, so it's not a fast one, so this should be a better comparison. And then these times we're chasing. I got a 204 here back in April on my main setup with the Pioneer 32S and remote, and then I just came here with the 12x8 and set the same exact time. So 2 remote times we're chasing right now, 204. Handling those brake bumps really well. A little buzz. On a trail like this where I'm going slower speeds, I definitely notice the difference between the GTS. Look on these little uphills. And the BTG is soaking up this little bit chunky trail nicely. The additional brakes are helping me be a little bit more confident coming in. The GTS, I'd be a little bit more hesitant coming into downhill stuff that I can't see. Wrong line. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing feels great on these lower speed trails. This segment ended. Yeah. Oh shit. So we got a 203, which means we beat my 12x8 remote time and my old Pioneer remote time by 1 second. And that was first try. I haven't ridden this trail in a while, 3 months. Definitely could get a better time than that. The 12x8 time was also kind of just a sight run, so Basically, the XL just beat the 12x8 with remote without me having too much experience on that. But obviously, I have no experience on this as well, so pretty fair comparison there. Alright, so the second part of the segment starts a little bit up here. I split them up because this used to be even worse, this rut. And we used to be worse, so I didn't really want to ride that part at speed. Or on XRs and Pine X's and shit. So yeah, the segment starts right up here somewhere. Probably after this uphill, but yeah, this one's same segment or same trail, but longer part of it. Same thing, we're trying to beat the 12x8 with remote times that I just set. The week that I got the 12x8 set up, I was trying to see if I was faster on it than my normal setup. Nose is a little low on that uphill burn. That uphill burn felt better. Oh, lost traction. The tire is feeling pretty good. It's not as grippy as a Thundercat or Pioneer, but way better than the performance shredded they had before. And the shape is a lot better. Oh, nose went down a little bit there. Super confident on this downhill. So much more braking. And that's with the braking turned down. Getting up those uphills, no problem. That low speed torque feels great. Chunky berm, handled it no problem. Yeah, it comes out of those way more confident than the GTS would. It's where you lose a lot of speed in these slower trails. It's kind of similar to Windman with how much wind there is. A little nose slide. Losing grip here and there, but it brings it right back. And I'd say it handles it better than Luke's tune. Luke's tune, when you lose traction, it kind of throws the nose around because it loses the set point. And he has the angles really aggressive for the on and off speed. Haven't really hit any buzzes yet. So I could push even harder on this. I am losing grip though, but that's normal on these trails. The 12x8 was also losing grip. Even though you don't have BTG clearance, the tail is just holding so much better than the GTS. Whew. Almost lost it. Getting air on these downhills, it's not scary like on the GTS. GTS, you get sent into a tail drag. Segment's over. Downhill, I just feel so much more confident on this thing than the GTS. That's for sure. And even remoteless VESC, I might feel more confident on this thing, especially with Luke's tune. Doesn't have much ATR, brakes are a little bit looser than I'm used to, and I have remote to add more brakes. Alright, let's see how we did. Well, first place. And I was trying on the, like, yeah, my heart rate's at 150 or something. And when I did the 12x8, it was at like 180 on part of this. I was having to whip that thing so hard. And yeah, that was 3 months ago. It was right before the whole races happened. Right after Race for the Rail, all that. So yeah, XL just beat a 12x8 32S with a remote. Both were my first runs on these trails. And arguably the 12x8 runs, I knew the trails a little bit better. I'd hit them within a month. It's pretty impressive. It handles the transitions really well still, even though it's got more braking. You're able to get up those little humps pretty easy. And then I'm more confident coming in. It's like I would have the remote where I have the confidence to brake on the downhills, but it just has that much braking and still has the transitions better than the VESC would for sure. Luke's tune does a decent job at the transitions. But then again, when I was losing traction, it kind of just came back to normal as soon as it gained traction right away. And Luke's tune definitely, as soon as you lose traction, the board thinks you're going uphill, you lose traction, and all of a sudden it wants to be level again. So you have to stop, wait for it to come back up. It's a whole annoying thing. With this, it wasn't really doing that. And it was regaining traction pretty quickly. I'd say it almost has as good a grip as the 12x8, which is surprising because it has a pretty big contact patch. Alright, I have gradient tracking at 1 right now, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. But I'm going to try with gradient tracking at 1, just see if I don't have to change my settings. And immediately the tail is just so good, it just holds me up. We literally haven't even attempted this without a remote because it's just so sketchy. And it just crawled down that. And will it take me up this? That would be insane. I'm gonna lose grip. Oh, no way. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just crazy. The GTS can never do that. Even a VESC with no remote needs the right settings to do that. I don't know if video is going to do that justice. That's a pretty insane descent and climb it just did casually. The low speed torque is just so impressive. I was expecting to be impressed by the mid-range torque being higher, but it's that low end that's just, it's basically as good as the VESC now. It's crazy. Yeah, pictures aren't going to do this justice either, but it's a pretty insane one. We literally used to, I remember sitting over there on the XR and the Pine X joking about ever hitting this. And I just crawled down it like it wasn't even there. With ATR on 1 as well, just crazy. The braking is just so good. Another technical-ish steep spot. And it's crazy because it doesn't have the BTG clearance, but it gets down without tail scraping. Let me check what battery I'm at. So 63% right here coming out of those. It's not too bad. 5 miles. So get about 12, 13 miles of that terrain. Alright, back to the car. We'll see how much we have when we get back there. We're pretty much going to do the same thing we did to get over here, except we have to get over all these trails that lead back where we just came from. Just flies like it didn't even have to transition. It's just so quick to know that it's going uphill or downhill, but it doesn't feel jarring like it's changing the angle crazy or anything. It just feels natural. It's not holding my nose up at the top of the peaks at all. And mind you, I've ridden this 10 miles before today. I already have the tune that dialed. Board already feels that good. Getting up this stuff that wouldn't be possible even on a GTS a lot of the time, especially for more casual riders. Hey, I'm able to hit bonks downhill and it's just fine. On VESC and on GTS, I'd be so scared to hit a bonk going down a steepish hill. Firmware just feels so good on this thing. Over there's a bunch of other trails that I want to test this on. There's some crazy uphills. I want to go up this as well. Pretty sure my brother hasn't made this on his GTS. I think he's come close. You lose speed coming into it, and then on GTS you're just fucked. But right now I'm accelerating up this. It's crazy. Oh my god, like nothing. Thing just knows what it needs to do and it does it. This is all uphill, accelerating the whole time, like nothing. no beeps. Right up the steep part. Yeah, this thing's awesome. These are the types of trails I ride more. The high-speed stuff we were doing yesterday is cool, but it's just smooth and fast. I like doing the slower single track stuff, like those switchback trails I just did. And that's where this thing really shines versus the GTS. And even the 12x8 VESC it beat. The landings, I'm not even tail scraping. It's crazy. Alright, back where we started from for this part. Gotta go down the dirt road and back over on the other side of that hill.